Right. Now you made the decision to finally get that body transformation you've been eyeing, putting your eye in after. You're overlooking the way you are, and you're finally ready to, you're actually taking real action into actually getting it. You're doing the right things, learning the right information. But here's what you probably don't know that's going to come with it that you should absolutely know before it's too late. You're already a busy guy, right? You got a lot of things going on. Maybe you got a business you're working on, or a career, or some creative project that's taking a lot from you, along with day-to-day life. And you got to realize what you're getting yourself into here in completing a fitness transformation, especially losing body fat. And if you don't have things set up, and I have multiple videos on this, and setting up your life in a way on executing cuts to be successful, to not burn out and then reset. But it's a very serious thing that's overlooked, especially amongst people who already do a lot, probably like yourself watching this video here. You have multiple things going on at once. It's not like you just have a pretty simple life and you're adding something else. Like, you got to realize what you're adding onto your life, your fitness and a fat loss phase, it's going to eat you alive. And I'm kind of making this video going off based on what I'm experiencing right now. So I'm as you guys know, I'm doing in case you didn't know, I'm doing like a cut right now. I'm documenting all of it here on this YouTube to kind of walk you the weeks by weeks. Either way, this is about week 3 now. I've been in a deficit for like 2.5 weeks now, and the diet fatigue is kicking in. And diet fatigue is basically your body kind of shutting down on you, because you got to remember you're essentially starving it. So your body's already running at not 100%. So you're not going to be able to output as much energy as you would being normal maintenance calories, healthy. And it takes a blow on you. You feel lethargic and lazy all the time. You don't really feel like doing the work, and especially if you have a lot of things that require you that you don't put in order before you hop on this cut, it's going to eat you alive, and it's going to force you to burn out faster. Think about it. If you work hard enough, you'll burn yourself out eventually, right? Now think about that same amount of work output, but just couple that with the fat loss phase and your body being in a depleted state, and your body kind of wanting to run on as little calories as possible, which makes you lazy and makes you not want to do anything and makes you tired and lethargic and all the things that come with it. So how are you going to expect to have that same output that you did as a normal healthy person, but now you're functioning probably around 60%, and it's only going to get lower as the weeks go by. And granted, this is only a 12-week period, so it's really nothing alarming. This is just this is the price tag to pay for the physique you want to achieve. But it's just a real problem that you have to really expect and understand, so it doesn't hit you by surprise. And which probably even makes sense on why you always burn out eventually from your fat loss phase, because you have so many things going on at once that when the diet fatigue starts kicking out, and you don't really recognize it as diet fatigue, it just comes to you as, I feel lazy, I feel tired, I feel worn out, I feel burned out, there's so much going on. And then that's when you reset your diet, or that's when you switch directions and go somewhere else. But this is a really real thing that you got to take into account for when beginning a fat loss phase. And I hammer on about this point about starting it in a period of life where, it's not too chaotic, or you have things handled. But this is just a wake-up call. This is just a warning on what comes with actually, getting in this diet phase. Yeah, we're doing it for a reason. You're going to look better. You're going to look leaner. Your face is going to look better. And everything that comes with it, everything you're doing it for. But that comes at a heavy cost in these 12 weeks. You're not going to be as productive. You're not going to get as many things done. You're not going to be as sharp as you want to be. And it's kind of a demoralizing state, because what you could do. You obviously have done it in the past. Your limit and your potential's up here. But during this fat loss phase, you're going to be functioning at like down here. And that discrepancy, knowing that you're able to do this and then trying to function at this level in this state with the depletedness of the cut, it's just going to be like, it's the equivalent of like if you're still training for strength while doing a cut, your numbers are obviously going to go down. You're not going to get as stronger. You're not going to get stronger because your body already has so much to work, only so limited resources to work with. But essentially, that's what's happening with your life and your energy output and your work output. It's going to get cut. It's going to get slashed, And as you get deeper in the cut, it's going to go lower and lower and lower, but it's fine. It's just a trade-off that we're accepting here and that you have to be willing to accept. But either way, guys, this is going to be a quick one. I'm just making it known there that this is not fun. It's going to hit, you're going to take an ego hit or whatever. You're not going to be able to perform or function as you hope you would have. And that's okay, because you got to remember, we're after a different goal here. We're trying to look the best we can possibly look for everything that comes with it, and it's a short-term sacrifice for a long-term gain. Either way, guys, this is Achilles. Kind of adding on to this, there's so many things that goes on. It's more so mindset-wise rather than the actual. I had Maron about this. The fitness, the execution part is easy, but it's the mindset-wise. And as we go on these weeks, there's a lot of temptations to hop off or restart or justify this decision make and kind of cut your progress there and then go in a different direction. But it's more than just actual fitness. So if that's something that you want guidance on and to ensure that you stick with your diet despite what comes, despite the stories you're telling yourself, despite what's lingering at the back of your head during these weeks, which is why you failed in the past multiple times. Either way, book a call down below. We'll identify exactly where you're at, where we can be at, and how we're going to get you to exactly where we need to. Guaranteed, or you don't pay. Either way, guys, Achilles signing out here.